Hello, welcome to Jaguars basketball here on the NFHS Network. We're tonight here at Cedar Shoals High School. The Jaguars will take on the Warriors of Walnut Grove in a midseason matchup, both teams looking for a win.
A last-minute drive that put the game away. Jalen Miro, who had been contained relatively running tonight, 30-yard run up the left-hand side, and then a 9-yard run in the second and 8 that basically put the game away. Nick Saban and the Tide now 4-0 against Georgia in SEC championship games as they look to punch their ticket into the college football playoff.
Yeah, Jack, it's a massive matchup tonight in Columbia for Georgia men's tennis. Confidence is through the roof for them, though. An 8-match all-SEC win streak, currently sitting first in the conference, coming off tight wins against top 20 opponents Tennessee and Kentucky.
Thanks, Dave. Here at Cedar Shoals High School, where tonight the Jaguars will take on the New Faith Christian Academy Titans in a game which both teams could use a win. The Jaguars come in 1-13 on the season with a 9-game losing streak. But what's worse is their points per game, only averaging 55 a night.
Welcome back to Sports Source. The UJ softball season just got into full swing a little over a week ago, and junior Jada Kearney is starting the season off strong. Our Wade Cheek spoke to Kearney about her early season success.
I'm Clay Witt, joined by Wade Cheek. The Jaguars come in at 3-14 on the season, Walnut Grove 9-11. And Wade, these teams met earlier in December. What do you think they could take from that matchup into this one tonight?
So far this season.
Yeah, for the Jaguars, mentioned their record earlier, 3-14, Wade. It's been a tough season, not only for the players, but for Coach LaDraco Thomas as well. He went to 2017 and 2020 state titles. What do you think is going through his mind right now as the team struggles to pick up any wins?
In the future.
Yeah, for more on the Jaguars, we'll send over to Destiny Hartwell, who spoke to players and coaches earlier today.
Thanks, Clay.
Thanks, Destiny. And for more on the Jaguars, Wade, who are some players tonight that can be key impact for their success on the court?
3.
Do you think the Warriors have a size advantage tonight on the Jaguars?
For sure. I mean, obviously them two, 6'8" and 6'5", but then as well, you've got Tyre at 6 foot, a couple others at 6'1". Koch is going to be their main size for the Jaguars, so he's going to have to step up big because there's definitely a size differential between these two teams.
Yeah, the Jaguars, they're just taking it game by game, one step at a time, looking more towards next season. Head coach Thomas said, but the Warriors, they're only one game back out of second place in the conference. And for more on them, let's go to Molly Lee now, who spoke to head coach Will Witherspoon earlier today. Thanks, Molly. The stage is set for this midseason matchup between these two region rivals. We'll be back with Tip after this short break. On the call, Clay Witt,
Wade Cheek,
and you're watching Jaguars basketball here on the NFHS Network.
Good evening, and welcome into Sports Source, your dose of UJ and Athens area sports news. I'm Clay Witt. Tonight, we've got all your needs covered: football, basketball, baseball, softball, and tennis. But since this is the University of Georgia, home to back-to-back college football national champions, we're going to start there. The NFL Combine is kicking off on Tuesday, and 12 Bulldogs will be showcasing their talents. But not everyone got the call. Our Destiny Hartwell sat down with one player who is still trying to make it to the league. Thanks, Destiny. Well, we'll see if all that hard work Warren is putting in will pay off come the NFL Draft in April. But don't go anywhere. After the break, Cole Acock, Wynn Andrews, and I preview the matchup of the week here in Athens. Thanks for that, Wade. We will see if she can continue her strong winter form and help her team put up some more wins. The Bulldogs currently sit at 7-4 on the season and are hosting the Georgia Classic this weekend in Athens. When we return, our analysts join me for some hardwood pick'em ahead of the next round of the Georgia High School State Playoffs.
Traveling to South Carolina will be the team's toughest test of the season, but freshman and number 1 court player Ethan Quinn, who's the 3rd-ranked singles player in the nation, is feeling good about the team's chances.
We know that every single guy in every single position can win their match. And even with doubles, we've lost a few doubles points early on in the season, but we all knew that our singles was where we're super strong. So for us to have that trust in each other, even after losing a doubles point, we knew that we could win any match despite being down 1-0 or even despite being down 3-1 like we were against Tennessee. As long as we just keep fighting, keep being tough, and kind of just showing that Georgia toughness that we're historically known for, then we're going to win any match we could play.
Quinn spoke about the doubles point there, and that could be huge if the Bulldogs want to pull off an easier victory compared to last time out against South Carolina, where they had to come back from 1-0 down. Assistant coach Will Reynolds thinks the team has turned the corner after losing the doubles points in previous matches.
You don't want to keep digging that hole, especially against a team like South Carolina and Columbia. I mean, if we lose the doubles point, that just obviously makes that hill a little bit steeper. But again, it's something that we haven't done, and I know Ethan and Phil are eager to to get another shot at their opponents. So yeah, we got to be ready to go. I think our doubles against Kentucky and LSU, or Kentucky and then Arkansas, had showed some improvement. So if we can just continue like we had these last two matches, I think we'll be in good shape.
Georgia has 5 fifth-year seniors on the roster, and Trent Bride is one of them. He delivered the winning point the last time these teams faced off in the ITA championships back in February. He says he's ready for another tough battle.
Yeah, they're tough. We lost the Dubs point. We had to win 4 tough singles matches, and hopefully we can get the Dubs point. I think that's going to be huge for this match. If we can get the Dubs point, that'll definitely take some weight off of our shoulders. But even if we don't, we know that we can do it, and we look forward to playing a tough match against them, especially at their place. We know that historically is a tough match playing at their place. They have a great record at home. So we're just going to go and play as tough as we can and hope for the best.
Jack, with a win against the Gamecocks, the top 5 would be calling. And an undefeated conference season will only be 3 matches away.
For Ethan Quinn, it's just another day of practice at the Dan McGill Tennis Complex at the University of Georgia. After knocking off the ITA #1 men's player Stefan Dostanic at the Southern Intercollegiate Championships on September 18th, he's focused on improving his game rather than getting caught up in expectations.
I haven't really been thinking about how I'm going to impact the team once season actually starts. I'm just going to go out there, do my best, and I feel like that my best is going to provide pretty well for the team.
Quinn, a redshirt freshman, described himself as an all-court player, dictating the action with his inside-out forehand and putting opponents in positions where he can succeed. Assistant coach Will Reynolds said Quinn has a live arm and a big serve in addition to one other trait.
I think what's impressed me most is his maturity. To be such a young guy and to have the discipline to put in the extra work.
The Fresno, California native was a #1 overall recruit in 2022 and had his pick of any top program in the country, but he chose Georgia after loving his visit and the people.
Just the atmosphere here on campus, on the facility, and then also the guys. I really connected with the guys when I was on my visit compared to the other schools.
Despite being in the 2022 recruiting class, Quinn made the decision to enroll early at the University of Georgia, moving into campus during the 2022 spring semester. Quinn said the decision to come early and redshirt allowed him to get comfortable with the players and coaches, as well as see how matches in college operate. Coach Reynolds described the decision as pivotal to Quinn's growth.
Being able to make that decision and then to see the improvement. You wouldn't know that he was struggling with his tennis when he got here, but he's flying right now. So.
As Quinn begins his first full season with the Bulldogs, his early success has led to some high aspirations for the Georgia men's tennis program, which is leading to a return to prominence with a national title for the first time since 2008.
There's so much history here. I'm just hoping to get another championship here.
At the Dan McGill Tennis Complex, the Carmichael Sport Media Institute, I'm Clay Witt.